the lines you sing, bullshit though they are, sometimes that's just a thing. If delivered with panache and a certain grace, fingertips on satin lace. Hi there, I'm James McMurtry. Welcome to the first and possibly only installment of Gun-Totin' Libtards. Me and my friend Robert here, he's manning the camera right now back at a social distance. We're going to shoot up these cans of Goya product, yeah, I know we should be taking it to the food bank. I'm aware of all the ironies and possible hypocrisies, but you know, we got dry beans we can take to the food bank. They're no fun to shoot at anyway. And the fact of the matter is, we've been housebound for about 4 months, trying to do our civic duty, and we're just bored out of our minds. We want to shoot something that goes splat when you hit it. And so we're going to try to do that. I don't think we're going to bother to edit out the misses, because I'm not convinced that hiding the raw data will actually make us more proficient with the firearm. I know there's some debate about that kind of thing going on these days. I don't know why. We seem to be re-debating everything. We're debating Darwinism again. It's just a theory once again. It's a theory that better be true, because all our medical science is based on it. But yeah, let's go shoot something. What I have here, I have my girlfriend's Smith & Wesson mountain gun. It says 44 Magnum on the barrel, but I don't like to shoot full house 44 Magnums in it. It's a fairly light pistol, and it's most unpleasant when you do that. But I do have some reasonably hot, probably reasonably hot hand loads that a friend of mine made up. I don't know what it went into this load. It's probably about 10, 12 grains of unique or something like it, and 200, 210 grain jacketed hollow point. I don't know. Knowing this guy, I won't mention him by name because he's ex-law enforcement and he might not want to be associated with me, but I bet he loads it up around 1,100 feet per second, something like that. I don't think I've ever shot this load. So
1,100 feet per second.
Something like that.
That'll penetrate to a depth of about 1,000 beans.
You sure about that?
I'm pretty sure.
Well, that's if you hit the bean. I forgot something very important.
Earplugs.
Shoot better if you don't bust your eardrums. Yeah. I have these left over from the Continental Club, which has not been open for some time now. Let's try that again. See, I'm at the point where I can look through my glasses and see the target, or I can look over them and see the sights. I generally opt for a crisp sight picture and a fuzzy looking target, but disappeared. Not sure what happened.
You got it.
Ooh, it's drifting, man. I don't know.
That is ugly. The fate I would not wish on any bean.
This is one of my favorite pistols. It's a Smith & Wesson model 25.5, chambered in 45 long Colt. I'm loading it with MagTech cowboy action loads. Right when the pandemic started, you could not find 357, you could not find 38 special. And the only 45 Colt loads I could find were cowboy action loads, which are fairly low velocity. But that's okay, they got a nice fat bullet. Set my glasses so I can see over them.
Yeah. Not a whole lot of damage. So you got a Glock there, Robert?
It's a Glock model 17 9mm, shooting Hydroshocks, Winchester Hydroshock rounds.
Oh, that ought to bust some beans all over Bastrop County.
Self-defense rounds. This was my work gun. See if I can still shoot it.
You probably hit it.
I think I'm shooting high.
Yep.
High it is.
High it was. We're also well aware that part of what we're doing here is actually advertising for Goya product, but yeah, I don't care, you know. Don't mind if those guys got rich, they did it honestly.
Yeah.
But this issue here, it's not left and right. Basically, I mean, if you're marketing to somebody and you cozy up to a president that insults that segment of your market, you can expect to get a little bit of backlash, I think. It's not left and right, it's impoliteness issue.
Well, there's a lot of that going around.
Yeah,
Basic rudeness. So what do we got?
this is a Colt news service. It is probably 100 years old or close to it. I think it was made in the 1920s. I'm not sure why I think that, but I might have researched it at one point. It's chambered in 4440 or 44 WCF, as they used to say. I'm shooting Black Hills ammo, which is really nice stuff. Kind of hard to find these days. Somebody reblued this gun, thereby destroying the collector's value. So in 1990, I was able to purchase this for $100. Second or third best $100 I ever spent. Stole that line from Guy Clark. He spent lots of $100. Let's see what it takes me this time. No wobble bad. There you go.
Yeah. Raccoon's Delight.
It's a Desert Eagle 1911 with a straight mainspring housing, and it's a joy to shoot, I can tell you from experience.
These are frijoles charros, I believe they call them.
My nerves are jangly.
What's that?
My nerves are all jangly. The camera's unsteady. It's coming fast. Like I say, a joy to shoot.
Yeah.
One and done on the 45. How about that? I like these Desert Eagles.
I think you mentioned one in a song, did you not?
Yeah, that was one of the big
The 50 caliber?
50 A&E. Don't really need that much gun.
You pissed off the red-shouldered hawk.
That's easy enough to do.
They're pretty touchy. It's the big 29 ounce can. What's your pleasure this time?
This is an old model Ruger Blackhawk. A 3-screw Ruger, as they say. It's chambered in 357 Magnum. I'm loading it with Barnes Vortex. And of all the types of pistols I shoot badly, I shoot the worst with this because Something about a single action long hammer throw either creates a wobble or gives me more time to create my own. I'm not sure. But I should bring the empty chamber up under the hammer. Yes.
So too much time between the moment
Yeah,
when you pull the trigger and the moment the hammer lands?
I don't know. I've never shot well with a single
Maybe
action.
today's your lucky day.
We'll just see what happens here. But all I will guarantee you is noise and recoil.
Okay.
Sound and fury, as it were.
Well, how about that? Holy moly.
It's like holding up the head after the execution. Something like that.
Yes.
No living trees were harmed in the making of this video.
I got a real treat for these last two fat cans. See, I want to hit these fat cans with the fattest possible projectile. And towards that end, what we have here is a Winchester Model 12 16 gauge, and I got some slugs, Remington sluggers to be exact. They're really cool. I bought this shotgun impulsively because I like 16s and I like the Model 12. Especially, back then they made designated 16 gauge frames. They didn't just stick a 16 barrel on a 12 frame, which would be bulky. This is nice and light. But I got it home and I checked the choke and found that there is no choke. It's a cylinder bore. I thought, well, what the hell am I going to do with that? I don't shoot quail anymore, Like, when I hear quail wings, I just watch them go. But I was messing around in, I think it was Bass Pro Shops. And I found some slugs that did it. And, Remington sluggers.
Are they
I don't know
like,
if they still even make them.
is that rifled, that barrel, or
No, it's a smooth
bore, but the...
Well, these are old-fashioned Foster type slugs,
Okay.
which have grooves on the outside of them that are supposed to make them spin, but they don't really. The way they travel, it is sort of like Foster slug is like a soft lead badminton birdie. It's weight forward, and it's got a hollow skirt that probably blows out a little bit when it gets out of the muzzle, so it centers everything. I don't know if it flies straight or like a corkscrew, but it somehow gets about where I'm pointing it. And I had this old Weaver, 3-power Weaver steel. It's a microtrack scope, I think. Or is it? No, this is a 60B. The Weaver 60B was the first Weaver scope where you could adjust it without the crosshairs appearing to move within the tube.
Oh, okay.
It's from the 50s, I think.
Yeah.
And by all rights, according to theory, this setup should not work at all because it's mounted on the receiver, and with a pump shotgun, the receiver and the barrel coupling are not rigid. So it might not be sighting along line of bore. But it seems to hit pretty good out to about 40 yards, and I'm not going to shoot a slug any further than that, ever. So we'll see how it goes here. I got a few of these things.
Let's get a target set up. 29 ounce, 1 pound can of chickpeas.
These are what these slugs look like at the front. They're roll crimp. But slugs used to be really problematic because most shotgun bores were choked, and so they'd make the slugs way under bore so they wouldn't get sued when people blew the muzzles off their shotgun. But these seem to fit pretty tight. I don't know.
What year is that 16 gauge?
I don't know. Probably pre-Vietnam, I would say. I really don't know. I haven't run the serial number.
It's a looker.
See how many of these slugs I can burn up chasing that goya. I never shot this at anything but paper. I tried to shoot an axis doe with it one time. I was hunting within the city limits of Junction, Texas, which is legal. And I got the doe in the scope, but then she pulled this move that just kind of left me slack-jawed. Just as well, I don't think the processor was open anyway. Let's see here.
Yeah. I think you got it. "29-ounce can of frijoles pintos."
All right, so what do you got?
Well, there's just a snap cap in there. Just
Snap cap first, so I can get a feel of the trigger.
yeah.
Posture is terrible. Okay. Yeah, it's a
I
little,
shuck it once.
yeah, it's
Oh, I don't want to shuck. There you go.
gotta get that slide in.
Now you're good.
Yeah, it's a tight trigger.
Yeah, that's what I figured. One of them beans hit me in the knee.
I got one in the nipple when you blew up your can.
Well, now we're out of beans. What'll we do? Thing goes. What do we got? Sheet metal is all I got.
6 Semper Tyrannis.
Twisted metal, man. Okay.
Let's leave this buffet out for the raccoons. I'll come clean it up tomorrow.
We gotta have a triumphant hunter display at the
That's
end of
right,
the day,
yeah.
you know?
Those guys that like to
Yeah,
pull them up by the antlers.
all our trophies.
No Goya products were purchased for the making of this video.
It was a good day.
Mm-hmm. For our finale here, we got some Federal 16 gauge #1 buckshot. I've never patterned it in this gun. Let's just see what happens. Clear all those zombie cans off of there. Trying to come back from the dead, are they? Yes. Here come the zombies.
That'll do it.
Well, we're done for the day. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, maybe we'll do it again, or if you didn't like it, maybe we'll do it again anyway, or maybe we won't feel like it. Life is about whims sometimes, but anyway, thanks for joining.
Just a little down tonight, just a little down, a little messed up is all I'm saying. Just a little down tonight, just a little down, but I believe I'll make it. Believe I'll make it. She gets a little restless, I can tell. She goes back up inside her shell, and the conversation slows to a stop, and I might as well be out alone on the highway. that's when I get restless too.